go ahead and take us out with your rant first.
Cool. But cue that song I'm about to tell you to cue. I'm not going to play it right now, though.
Probably not going to play it, to be honest.
No, play it. It's my mom's favorite song. That's true. Anyway.
You barely even like your mom right now?
First off, me and my mom are good. Relax.
This week.
Yeah, this week. Shut up. So, yeah. It's weird. I was sitting back, like, I didn't look at the exact moment when I heard the news that Aretha Franklin had died, but some part of the day, like, I felt weird. Like, something felt off. I was like, ugh. And then checked my phone. I was like, damn, she's gone. Now, my grandma's 77, going on 78. And I think about, like, people around that age, especially because they're, like, one of the last ones left from, they remember pre- and post-civil rights. They remember integration. They remember all that. They remember just life back then when, like, they were on some strict, wholesome values across the board. I feel like this generation, we really can't afford to not get knowledge from those people. Whenever we can, we really need to soak up game and knowledge from those people who are in their 60s and 70s, especially their 70s. Just because that's a different era, and we don't get those people back. You know, after that, it's pretty much our parents, and then it's us. Like, it was weird. I was at my homeboy's wedding last weekend, and it just kind of put things in perspective for me. It's like, yo, man, you really gotta enjoy life. You really have to embrace it and take it all in. And sometimes you gotta just step back from the shit you're going through and be like, you know what? It's gonna be better than this. It's not as bad. It can be worse. But you kind of have to always go back to something that centers you. And that's what I'm kind of just leaning on right now. And, oh yeah, okay. Now, yeah, pretty much, I'm going to wrap this up real quick. But, yeah, my mom's favorite song from Aretha Franklin is Natural Woman. And we need to just end the show on that song when we do. Oh, my lips aren't ashy as hell right now, but whatever. Pause. Yeah, pause. For real, because I'm licking my lips way too much.
I'm taking you up now. You don't even know what you're trying to say anymore.
Wait, no. One last thing, swear. Okay, one last thing. Jeremiah, if you're an artist, don't go on tour with Jeremiah. Because he keeps sunning people. He sunned Tiana Taylor, but let's be honest. Tiana Taylor does not have more hits than Jeremiah. So, oh yeah, and fuck Sam Smith sitting up here saying he don't like Michael Jackson's music. Well, you know what, Sam Smith? We don't like you. You already got dragged through the mud on the internet. And aside from your bum ass singing the same song over and over again, trying to get the same hits, guess what? Michael Jackson was the king of pop. Something that you relish in. And somebody on Twitter brought up a really good point. Black musicians and stars from the UK really get no love. It's like these bum ass people like Sam Smith and no shade to Adele and people like that who get pushed to the forefront, but you'll never see like a black Ed Sheeran. They would get like booed off the stage, or no one would support them. And I just really think it's interesting. We really should talk about like how like only white UK pop stars get pushed, but there's a lot of black UK pop stars, and even just in other countries like India, wherever, Middle East, all that, really talented musicians from other countries, and we only push the white ones from other countries for some reason. And shout out to MIA. And yeah, Jeremiah, you shouldn't go on tour with Jeremiah because he'll sun you.
Yeah, man. So great stuff there from Kenny. I know you wanted to get to the music stuff, so I'm glad you got that in. But thing I want to talk about is this podcast, episode 85. We've made it. Biggest thing for me, especially season 3 kicking off, our 3rd season together, covering the league, talking shit, NFL takes, topical tangents for the culture. You know what it is. It's a community. It's a platform. It's a place for both the casual fan, the hardcore football head, and the people who care about culture to convene in dialogue, both about football as well as the culture around football. And really, This podcast is for people who care more about the culture behind sports and football than being right or having groundbreaking white boy flyover state film study, which is apparently becoming a trend in the NFL podcast world. But yeah, I digress. The point is, this isn't like any other football podcast that you're going to listen to because we cover such a variety of topics. But at the same time, we do provide a sort of NFL analysis and a unique perspective on NFL news that you're not going to find anywhere else. So I just wanted to share that real quick. And basically, moving forward, I hope to have a much better podcast and just continue to get better every single week. Not only just on the live format here on the Good News radio station and the other platforms, but also trying to make the podcast better for the on-demand format, which you can listen to on Stitcher, SoundCloud, Podbean, Radio Public, Spotify, and everywhere else. And also just really utilizing Anchor and other platforms like that to really get our bits out there for those people who can't listen to a whole hour to 2 hour podcast and can just really get our perspective in a couple minutes. And then also just continuing to share on social, growing our platform there and really getting bits there. And I think that's about it. But yeah, expanding the Medium platform, getting some more perspective there, getting some more insights of what goes on into our preparation, into kind of our workflow and everything that is that. So yeah, just a lot of good stuff to look forward to if you're a Touchdowns and Tangents fan. Hopefully some more guests. But really, I'm hoping to just continue the chemistry that me and Kenny have on air, but to really continue fleshing out the format and polishing it up and making it to where it's both interactive live in the chat room and in the phone calls, but also something that you can take and listen to wherever you are on the bus, train, hood food stop, barbershop, with your homies, with your girl, and just really giving you different ways to consume our perspective, because that's really what Touchdowns and Tangents is. It's a unique perspective on football, culture, and really everything surrounding that. So yeah, that's all I got. This is Touchdowns and Tangents Radio. I'm PD Camarillo.
I'm Kenneth Frank James Berry, and Roquan Smith signed his contract, so all the first round picks are pretty much in now.
Yeah, man, Roquan was holding out, and pretty much I think as part of the helmet rule I was reading somewhere.
Yeah, fines and things. He didn't want that taken out of his guaranteed. He didn't want that taken out of his contract for fines and things like that, helmet rules and such.
And
wearing that number 58 for the Bears.
And his teammate Danny Trevathan applauded him because he's saying more defensive players need to take that stance, especially as this epidemic of taking away hitting continues to hit the league. But yeah, man, Touchdowns and Tangents. You can catch it everywhere you listen to your podcast. You can also catch it on the X Squad Affiliates Network, the Good News radio station, Full Press Radio, Left Coast Sports, and
yeah, pretty much anywhere you're stuck in traffic, and if you need a reason to not quit your job or go off the handle way too early, give us a listen. It might calm you down. Shout out to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Pete called it. That dude really is the best out of all those brothers. He had like 3 touchdown catches at USC scrimmage. He's shitting on guys.
TDs_tangents on Twitter and on Instagram. You can also find us on YouTube, Tumblr, and everywhere else social content is.
Anywhere you can write the name Touchdowns and Tangents and expect a clothing line in the future, because it's coming.
All right, man. That's it. Y'all have a good week. Stay up. Stay live. And yeah, I had a great weekend at Vegas, but maybe I'll talk about that on Anchor.
My week was shitty, but it's all good.